Sports biopics have a pretty bad reputation within the film community. In fact, you can swap out the word sports for just about any genre of biopic and the statement remains true. Music biopics, sports biopics, tech, everyone's just sick of seeing them, it seems. At best, they're a Wikipedia article put to the big screen, and at worst, they're an inaccurate portrayal which exists solely to rehabilitate a person's image. But the most common complaint leveled toward biopics is as simple as this: they're all the same. They all hit upon the same beats. Guy has a dream, no one believes in him, he achieves that dream, then succumbs to drug addiction, and then rises again. But me personally, I've never really subscribed to those criticisms. Any genre film can be broken down to its bare essentials. Every horror film, every western, every thriller, they all follow a set of tropes that exist within their respective genre. As far as I'm concerned, it's all about the execution. How do you take these tropes and manage to make them fresh? Maybe if I did have a problem with the biopic genre hitting all the same beats, then I would have loved The Smashing Machine way more than I did. Because you definitely can't accuse The Smashing Machine of being your average sports drama biopic. The film stars Dwayne The Rock Johnson as UFC champion Mark Kerr, who accomplishes great things in his career while, you guessed it, dealing with drug addiction which threatens to knock him off balance before he rises again. And like just about every other biopic, the dude faces problems with his wife, here played by Emily Blunt. On paper, it all sounds like something you've seen a million times before. But when you see it play out on the big screen, director Benny Safdie has created a biopic that feels incredibly singular. Sure, all the beats you would expect to find in this kind of movie are here, but they're far from the main focus. This, more than anything, feels like a slice of life movie. A film that focuses on the small moments even more than the bigger ones. You're really sitting with these characters, seeing them live out their day-to-day life and finding out who they are through the small interactions. There's a pre-game interview scene where Mark Kerr is being asked about what he'll do if he loses the match, and his one answer to that question reveals so much about his whole attitude to winning and life. A big focus of this movie is the relationship between Dwayne Johnson as Mark Kerr and Emily Blunt as his partner Dawn. It's a tumultuous relationship to say the least, fraught with conflict, aggression, but at times genuine care. This is an MMA movie, but the most compelling punches are the emotional ones thrown during the conflict scenes between the two. It's at those moments where supporting actress Emily Blunt truly gets to shine. I mean, we all know she's great, but this is one of my favorite performances I've seen from her. Taking what could be a typical two-dimensional supporting character and imbuing her with life. Sure, you mostly only see her through Mark Kerr's eyes, but the way Emily Blunt portrays the character, it's like you can see the character's whole life, even outside the frame of the movie. The big question everyone wants to know going into The Smashing Machine is, how is Dwayne The Rock's performance? Could this be the moment where he truly reinvents himself as an actor? Could he maybe get Oscar buzz for his portrayal of Mark Kerr? And to that I have to say, he's good, but he's not great. For his entire career, Dwayne The Rock has always played, well, Dwayne The Rock. It can be a serious rock, a goofy rock, a dentist rock, but either way, it's The Rock. This is a rare instance of him truly stepping out of his comfort zone, and I just don't know if he quite hit the mark. He definitely brings a sensitivity to the character, but he still struggles to hold his own during the more dramatic scenes of the movie, especially when he's acting opposite an absolute powerhouse in Emily Blunt. If you've seen the documentary this film is based on, Mark Kerr is the true definition of a gentle giant. The contrast between this huge build and this soft-spoken voice is just fascinating to watch. But The Rock's voice here is just too bassy, too booming. I easily think they could have found a better fit to play this role. And while this movie strays off the course of your typical biopic, it does so in a way that'll make you grateful for the fact those tropes even exist. Say what you will about a film like Bohemian Rhapsody, and sure, I have a lot of negative to say, but at least you walk away from that film feeling like you were told an emotional arc, a proper story. But the Smashing Machines' day in a life approach makes us walk away with not much of anything. Because it's so reluctant to commit to one thread, it fails to take us on any emotional journey. Sure, there's some compelling stuff with Mark and his wife or Mark and his coach, but the approach that director Benny Safdie takes means he's painting all of these in broad strokes. And at the end of the film, you'll leave asking yourself, what was really the point? It's a movie that forsakes the biopic playbook without offering anything more compelling in its place. I'm giving this one a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for weekly TV and movie reviews. And if you've had the chance to watch The Smashing Machine, let us know what you thought about it in the comments below. I am Cinemike, and I'll see you next time.